Just before we jump straight into this video, I just want to say we have a sponsor now. So we've got our amazing Dubby products. Yeah, first sponsor, I guess. And I've got the hat, and yeah, so you get the water bottle, the Dubby, and you get this cool thing. So it's like G Fuel, if you guys know what G Fuel is. It's sort of like that. Contains coffee-free extract, and it comes with all different flavors and stuff like that. And follow them on Instagram and use code LockyCar92 for 10% off. So if you go into the Dubby website, if you order something and you put in your promo code LockyCar92, it should pop up as a code, and you get 10% off. So hope you guys enjoy that. And yeah, these come from America, so Dubby's American company, and this stuff took like fortnight to get here, so it's gonna take a while to get to Australia. But so I just made my first dose of Dubby. So it really comes with like a little teaspoon thingy, and it says one and a half, like a half serving for new experience, but I put 2. So it just says cold or water or whatever you want, so you can put this in Coke or whatever you prefer. So let's have a try of this. This is probably going to be really good. Wow, that tastes like Powerade. I'm not kidding, it literally tastes like Powerade. It's actually quite good. Yeah, this is really amazing. Thank you, Dubby, for sponsoring this video. So let's get back in the video. Hi guys, my name is LockyCar here, back in another video, and today we're going to be watching with my girlfriend. Really? I've got a weird haircut. Anyway, today we're going to be watching living our week with the dead tribe of Indonesia. So I don't know what this is. My girlfriend's like, oh, we should record this. So I was like, I don't know, I haven't seen it. She only watched like a few seconds of this, so she thought it she popped up on the TikTok, so we're gonna watch it. So let's get straight into it.
This documentary contains images of graphic cultural events. Let's keep an open mind, okay?
Okay.
Everybody should do in their lifetime sometime 2 things. One is to consider death, to observe skulls and skeletons, and to wonder what it will be like to go to sleep and never wake up.
I travel to make myself uncomfortable, to confront head-on the things that I'm scared of, to shed light in the dark corners.
Oh, I think I know what this is about.
Have very few of them. A few years ago, I had to confront death in my own life. It was difficult, and I didn't quite know how to deal with it. So I decided to travel to a remote corner of our planet, deep in central Indonesia, a place called Tanah Toraja, also known as the land of the dead.
What is that rock?
I went there to look for answers, and in the end, I think I might have found some. But let's bring it back to the beginning.
We just arrived at a traditional village. One of the most iconic things about this area of Indonesia is these beautiful traditional houses called Tongkanan. And Andre just dropped us off quick, and he ran over and he's like, come, come, come. And I have no idea what's going on, but there's like 200 people here.
Before arriving, I was warned that animal sacrifice was an important part of Torajan death rituals, though I didn't expect to see chickens on that list.
So this is like a chicken fight, like I'm guessing, like where they like a bunch of crowds and they watch animals die.
And what does it give to the ceremony? Why is it part of the ritual?
It's kind of that we believe on the soul of death.
Yeah, of course.
Dying of the dying rooster called that will also accompany the soul of the body.
Oh.
This is my
That's
guy,
weird.
Andre. He was born here. and will be helping me get around to the remote villages to see the death rituals.
What animals are sacrificed for these funerals? There's chickens, there's buffalo.
No chicken.
I guess they're fighting though, right?
Yeah, yeah. And then there will be buffalo, pigs.
And pigs as well.
There's pigs as well.
And so what about the water buffalo?
The water buffalo that will be sacrificed will ensure the body. Will ensure the body entering, the soul of the body entering the puya.
This is weird
Ensure
already.
The body wasn't really something I understood at the time. And if you're not quite sure what happens here either, let me explain as we explore the
Please.
village some more.
Looking at some of
Please
these
explain.
houses, you can see the importance of animal sacrifice in this culture. There are hundreds of water buffalo horns put up as decoration outside of the houses. And these ones were only ones that were put there from the funerals.
The reason why I chose to come here is that the Turians are known for their unique views on death and their elaborate funeral
That's
rituals.
weird.
While walking through the village, I see
Like the
an
shells
albino
of
water buffalo.
skulls and whatnot.
I didn't think they existed. It was tied up beside some standing stones, and each rock monolith symbolizes a funeral that has happened here in the past. Some of the villages we visited this trip had full-on Stonehenges built beside them.
That's weird.
Instead of saving
It's
for an
even more
elaborate
weird.
life, they save a fortune for an elaborate death, a celebration of death. It's common for families to save for decades to send off their loved ones correctly. And correctly means spending upwards of $30,000 on buffalo to sacrifice. Buffalo are the vehicle to the afterlife. They ensure the body's passage. And just like going to prom, you want to spend money on your ride to get there.
What kind of buildings are
Andre tells me there's
those?
an entire sacrificial buffalo
These
market
are weird
nearby.
buildings.
Okay, let's go. But first, breakfast.
What's on the menu for breakfast?
Looks delicious. Tastes like rice.
We arrive at the sacrificial
What
buffalo
the-
market and see a familiar sight. It's also a market for fighting roosters. The locals believe that massaging their cocks increases blood flow to the muscles, making them stronger. Which,
That's
I guess,
weird.
seems to be a universal truth. Water buffalo are bred specifically to be different colors because Turians believe the white marks on their skin emit light as they travel through the darkness of the afterlife. The more buffalo sacrificed, the faster.
This is making no sense to me. It's just their skin color. It's like, oh, I'm white. That means white can go straight through the afterlife or
It's
something.
their belief system.
I don't understand. It's like them black would be towards the death. Like they can see through death. But with white, you can see through afterlife. So anyone who's white, they can see straight through the afterlife of heaven or something. And then the black people would be like,
I would choose
seeing
the words
death.
very carefully, right?
not being racist. Sorry if I was being racist there, but this is what I'm trying to explain. It's a very weird belief. Like I'm not gonna have issues with this belief. It's just very weird that that's what they choose to believe in. So
Just heaven. Because of the importance of this journey, buffalo here
Okay.
are treated like kings. Here at the market, they get showered, they get a haircut, and they get hand-fed every single day.
And this one
Yeah,
is
true,
all
well.
black with a white head, which means something special.
Yep, like a buffalo that will light the foliage.
Because the white is like a headlight.
Yeah,
The
like
white
a-
spot emits light.
It'll become a torch.
So he'd be front of the entourage, front of the group, leading the other buffalo
Ooh,
forward with
this
his
is-
forehead that glows like.
this is making
Kinda
no
like,
sense
Rudolph
to me.
The red-nosed
Well, it
reindeer.
makes sense to them.
Rudolph the
It,
red-nosed reindeer.
makes no sense in my mind.
A swing and a miss on my Rudolph joke. But this buffalo market wasn't the most shocking thing I saw that day.
What was the shocking thing then?
Let's introduce ourselves.
Hi, nice to meet you. Mike. Nama saya Mike.
Julius.
So who are we going to meet today? The husband or the wife?
Yeah, both.
Here in
Both.
Tanataraya, the dead are still very much part of the family. They have not yet had the funeral, and therefore both her and her husband's spirits are still inside this home. They are called Tamakula, which means sick, and they are treated that way.
How long ago did they pass away?
The wife already 5 years, and husband just died kind of 3 weeks ago.
He's 3 weeks.
Twice a day, the family brings them their favorite things: food, water, cigarettes, and play their favorite music. They also speak to
Wouldn't
them.
they smell?
They ask them questions. They say the Temecula
They would smell,
respond in
wouldn't
their
they?
dreams.
Usually
The couple will stay this way until the family have saved
Oh,
up enough
God.
money for their lavish
And
funeral.
this guy died 3
This
weeks ago.
sometimes means
At
living
the
for
time
a
they were
decade
filming.
with a dead body in your house. In this
Oh,
case,
God.
2. The funeral for this couple is a few weeks away. It'll be a big thing for the family, but we've been invited to visit another one tomorrow, one that will last 4 days. We head to bed.
4 days for
be a big day.
a funeral. Why?
We're a little
dead
bit
village.
early, which is great. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Poor children.
Nama kamu?
They seem pretty happy.
Angela.
Yeah, they seem pretty happy. It's just that they don't get like. I reckon they'll probably be low on supplies, wouldn't they? They'll probably be low on supplies, wouldn't they? Just not very
Maybe. You never know.
civilized.
So, how today's gonna go down is at
Unless
some point,
that's their
maybe about
culture,
an
that's what
hour
they
or so,
like.
The deceased, hello,
Hello.
is going to come out of the house. The kids are
There's all
super
the kids
friendly.
saying hello.
The deceased is going to be brought out of the house, and they're going to be
Just
shaken
keep saying hello.
to awaken them and ready them for their journey into the afterlife. Guests are going to arrive, and the family's going to bring them gifts. All of these little cabana style things are only built for this particular funeral. They'll get taken down after, so it's almost all temporary. The giant canoe houses are always here. It's a traditional village, but a lot of work, a ton of work, has been done today. That's about all I know. This is my first one. I only know a little bit more than you guys. I've talked to my guide a little bit. I don't know what to expect, but what I do know is this. Today is going to be a day I remember for the rest of my life. I'm going to see things that shock me. I'm going to see things that are going to make me uncomfortable.
Oh, there's
and that
probably
is
gonna be
the
a
point of
ritual
travel,
or
is
something.
to swallow
Ooh.
that jagged pill and learn
Maybe.
and experience.
Well, if
and
he's saying that, then he's probably gonna
become a
seeing
better,
a
more
ritual
open-minded
or
person.
something.
That is my job. That is the goal today, and I hope you guys share the same attitude, because I guarantee a few of you are going to be shocked.
Oh,
And with a scream
maybe not.
and a gong, the funeral begins. Days ago, roosters were the first to join the spirit entourage. Next, it was the pigs, sacrificed in the square, their spirits sent to feed the deceased, and their bodies sent to feed us. This causes sadness. The sick are officially about to die. Temecula to Tomate. It is the moment for the family to truly grieve. The black cloth surrounding this coffin means that it contains a woman, and she had been widowed. Next, the Temecula
What do you mean
sick
widowed?
is shaken.
I don't understand what widowed means.
Widowed means when your husband dies before you.
Oh,
So,
Hey.
like, you're married to a man, and then he dies, and you're still there, looking after the house, everything.
okay. So it's like I died, and then you're just still looking after the house and stuff.
So, like, if we were married, you died somehow, yes, I would be widowed.
Fair enough. That's a bit weird. So what if it was the other way around? What would
It
it
would
be
still
then?
be the same thing.
Fun to waken her up from her sleep. After all, she's about to embark on the greatest journey of her lifetime, the one to Puya. But their loved one won't be alone in this journey. The spirits of the roosters and pigs are already waiting. Now, all they need is their protection. A herd of special buffalo, bred for a special reason, their life's purpose.
I do.
Guard against the demons.
I was gonna say I do believe, like, now that I'm thinking about this, I do believe that buffalo do have something to do with the afterlife, but not necessarily the skin color or anything, but like something. Wouldn't that be true? like you have heard something about a buffalo and like the death and afterlife sort of thing.
In ancient Egypt, cats, I think it was cats that were the guardians of the underworld. Like Anubis, he was the god of death.
Yeah.
So like every culture has those beliefs. Like with the white color on the buffaloes, it'll be like the hive is the line on your shorts.
Yeah.
Like it'll be light shining, as they explained. With us, that would be equivalent to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Of the underworld, emitting light in all directions, plowing through the smoke, the fog, the darkness, to Puya, where the soul may finally rest.
Alright, so the time has come for the water buffalo sacrifice today, and it's going to mark.
I trip. I didn't think it was going to be so sudden. I
What?
wasn't ready for what I saw. These are the first 2 buffalo of 24 that will be sacrificed over the coming week.
What did he say?
Is
I
this animal
tripped.
cruelty? Or does it just feel more cruel when we see
How
it?
did they kill him?
Is it better when it's tucked away behind the stainless steel doors of a factory? Buried away like the guilt of what eating meat actually means?
No.
These buffalo will be eaten, every piece, in this elaborate death feast.
I don't understand. They think it's just cool that they just kill the alive
Listen,
buffalo.
I know
I
you
mean-
guys can handle
Part
this,
of their
but I've
culture,
learned YouTube can't.
what they live on.
I've had to put all the uncut versions of these experiences on Patreon, or else they get taken down. If you'd like to support the channel
Damn, I
and see
really
parts of the
can't see.
funeral that I
He's
couldn't
made
put
sure
here,
that YouTube can't see
check out
it.
the link.
Damn.
Now, let's continue.
With that act begins the journey.
I'm guessing that you would have to, you would hear a bunch of screaming of the buffalo, like yip 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 yip. Well, whatever
I
they
don't think
sound.
that's what buffaloes sound like.
Well, I don't know exactly what they sound like, but like they would be screaming in pain, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
It'd just be sad. Like everyone's going, just like sad, and all you hear is that, and you're like,
It's part of the ritual.
I don't understand. It's like back in ancient, like Roman times, where people would come into the, like I forgot what it was called, where the Rome thingy, where they just come there as a I don't know what it was like an event where they kill each other and they go, yeah, let's kill this guy.
The Colosseum.
Yeah, Colosseum. It's like that, but like in a ritual format. I don't understand why this. Like this is. I don't know when this was uploaded. But like people still do this today, and it's really sad. It could be their culture, it could be anything, but it's like, why are you killing animals like this? Like we count animals for food and whatnot, but like a culture like this, I don't know.
It's what they're used to. It's what they grew up believing, and that's what will happen. It'll be passed down to generation to generation.
Guest of honor, the woman into the afterlife, Puya. The souls of those 2 buffalo will guide her, will protect her in her journey, and though extremely hard to watch, I'm going to remember that sight for a long time. It is part of the tradition here and a very important part of the death process.
Like he said,
here.
it's part of the tradition,
So
it's a bit weird.
yeah.
So usually you don't kill
The
the
funeral
dead,
will
or
last for
kill
the
the
next 4
alive
days
like that.
with feasting and celebration. After, her body will be placed in a cliff grave with her ancestors. We had seen these
What the-
everywhere in Toraya. The dead are not only put in cliffs, but also in caves and
How do they
even
do that?
trees.
Do they just
With
dig
today's
in the
celebration
cliff or
ending,
something?
Andri takes me away to see some of these graves nearby.
Damn. Ancient bones.
There's bones everywhere.
And a skull. Tamping Alu Cave, I think that's how you say it.
Tempang Aloe Cave.
Sorry. Sorry, my grammar isn't good.
These wooden effigies are called Tao Tao, and they depict
Tao
someone
Tao.
who was put to rest in this cave. Depictions of the deceased. This is a luxury for royalty. This place is like a hall of fame. Generations upon generations. Grandfathers upon the bones of fathers.
That's weird.
upon
So
the
that's
bones
sort of what they
sons.
look like.
Does it bring you comfort
But in
or
wooden
discomfort
pieces
thinking
from
about your
it.
bones
And
being
the
mixed and
guy's
piled
holding
with
a
your
skull.
great-grandfathers and strewn about a cave?
Eesh.
For myself, I don't even know my great-grandfather's name, let alone where he was buried. But part of him is me. We visit other locations. They're everywhere here. Hanging graves, most of which
That's
have
weird.
fallen and shattered, the wood rotten after centuries on a cliffside. Baby graves as well. Toothless children are buried in trees, the youngest of the young, the ones who were lost before they could even try. A hole is carved with a machete, then patched with palm. They believe the sap of the tree replaces the milk of the mother, nourishing the baby to grow.
That
Using it,
is
body
really
and
messed up
spirit
in
with
my
the tree,
mind. I don't know, but
giving
yeah.
a child a second chance at life. Nearby, there are stone graves.
Look at this thing.
carved
That
into
thing looks
boulders
cool.
In a seemingly impossible way. These caves protect the deceased,
It's a
preserving
giant,
them
massive
for the
rock
Manene,
thing.
the giant family reunions where the living and dead come together again to pay respect to the ancestors. This is what we call in the West the Walking Dead
Wow.
Festival, where the bodies are exhumed and cleaned by the family. And that's where we've been invited for tomorrow.
Oh god, this guy is just gonna go through a lot.
Yeah, you're right. This is it.
So many buffaloes here.
Your name?
Mike.
Mike,
Pretty
Mr.
sure they
Otto.
did say it was a big
Yes.
one.
Nice to meet you, Mr.
Yes.
Otto.
Can you speak
Well,
English?
when they said that, I
I
didn't
can
think they were meaning like
Yes,
it's gonna be
about
on
the
everything.
name, Yeah.
Makan enak.
Makanan enak, yeah. Yeah, yeah. We come from
Come from Canada.
Canada. Okay.
Yeah, you come from Toraja.
Toraja. Good.
In
The
here
guy's
is
got a lot
your
of missing teeth.
your father's in this one here.
My father and my
At the back.
mother and
Oh, not
my
my bike.
uncle,
Is that like a scoop?
sister-in-law
I
here,
don't know what they're called.
Wow.
Moped or something?
23 years till now.
The last Manene.
Yeah, the last one.
And is the family? How does the family feel? Are they happy, excited?
Of course, we are very happy, excited to meet.
I wonder what it would be like in the COVID times. I wonder what it would be like in the COVID times around this area. Would they still be doing the thing?
This
Would
was
they?
made in 2021, so
Dressed for success.
2020 is the big COVID year.
The bare feet and the suit.
Whoa.
so like a year after COVID came.
Yeah. But everything started settling down a
yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
Hati means watch out. Because look, we are literally on the edge of this.
Oh,
cliff
wow.
of the bamboo
Okay, you
forest.
do
So
not
Danny's
want to slip
hand's
there.
trembling as it holds onto my arm. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I
I don't
promise.
want to fall there.
Hati. Whoa!
Real funny. You'll be laughing until it actually happens.
Bowls, rice hats, old hanging coffins, skulls.
Welcome to the land of the dead.
I thought that the land of the dead was Mexico.
No, that's
These are
Or they
hundreds of
celebrate
years
the
old,
Day of the Dead,
and
sorry.
these
Yeah.
hang from the cliff.
But don't they
years
do
that wood
something other than
deteriorates,
the Day of the
decomposing,
Dead?
the coffins fall. Here you can see
yeah, that's the
a lot of things in the
afterlife of
ground,
it.
including
Have you
what looks
not
like
remembered Book
a
of Life?
skull of a child.
Roasted pork, betel nut, and tobacco are given to the dead to rise them from their slumber, their 30-year rest.
Yo,
Yeah.
ya, dikasih nenek ini. Nah, ya, ini. Kalau mama si kon ini, mama si kon tiri tu mi bati tu, mi sesar dia lai kalau kau ibu ngisusin na tu main aso rumah sakit tu, laro lo komin.
I wonder what language they're speaking.
Bedam piso lah ma roto lo
Indonesia.
sementari
Oh.
mamase ko mile nene nene palamba nene erolo nene undi nene tanga moto na mamase mo ko mito na
I can go in? You need a torch? I should be okay. I have a flashlight on my phone.
What?
Wow. There's
Well, that flashlight wasn't working.
100 coffins.
I can barely see anything. Oh,
my
wow.
god. So I am now crawling inside a cave with about 100 dead bodies, 100 coffins.
Ooh, if you did like a spirit box thing, you would pick up so many things in that spot right there. Because it'll be 100 bodies, he said. And if someone did a test in there, oh boy, there's gonna be a lot of comments. I bet you. Guarantee it. There'll be a lot of things happening. Or be an active spot with the ghost equipment there. What do you think?
I have no idea.
Okay.
You never know.
Yep.
This is one of the family graves for Aldo and Sarjani. And 100.
Oh wow, look how far it goes back, right? And these are quite wet. The coffins are quite wet, right? Even some of them you can see
Why are they wet?
there's mushrooms growing on them.
So part of the manene will be taking them out and drying them.
Yeah. Oh, it's just bodies.
Ants. Ones that bite and sting. The spirits aren't the only ones who have called this place home. But this is why manenes exist, to care for the family, even after death.
No name, no date. Someone's fully decomposed, I would guess 100 years or something.
It's just bugs in its eyeballs, eye sockets. How are there still teeth there?
His teeth are attached to his skull.
You can
Yeah,
see
as
the
in like, how
entrance
come
to
they
the
haven't decomposed?
cave grave.
That's
Now
what I
the
mean.
coffins are being taken out one by one to dry in
Like half
sun.
of the teeth
Some
is
of these are
gone, but like
ancient. They were
other
saying
teeth
there's
look like they're
coffins
still
that are
freshish.
Maybe some teeth went
particular
missing
cave grave.
when they
This
were
one right here,
alive. I don't
we
know.
don't know his or her story.
Very nice.
She's been here, or he's been here for such a long time that it's basically just bones and dirt now. But it is wild to see this sort of thing up so close. It is incredibly humid in here.
Yeah, it would
but
be,
it doesn't
because
really
you-
smell, really. It smells more like an old basement. You can smell like a little bit of dirt, but for having 100, more than 100, 200 dead bodies in here,
200!
it smells alright. It smells like a cave. You can feel the humidity, especially on the cloth. It's very, very damp in here.
Yeah, because that's what I was gonna say. Why would the
No surprise.
things
there's
be
some
so wet
heavy energy in
from the
there.
humidity? Condensation, I think it is.
So since this
Yeah.
grave is hundreds and hundreds of years old, and there's hundreds of bodies in there, we are moving some of these down to a proper cave grave, cliff grave that they've carved out. There's also an ant problem in this one that we saw.
Wah, harus belajar to.
Bisa ditiru lah.
Yo.
Tiru dulu.
Yo sama ada Indonesia.
Oh,
Ada aku pernah temen
I don't know how these people do it. I don't know how they just not go there and just get used to the smell of the dead.
They've been doing it for centuries. So they'll be used to it.
Oh, kiri tu pari opole na.
Oh, look at that, that's just dirt. Unless there's a thing underneath it. What's China doing? Unbelievable. Oh, I can see a head. Oh, I could. Yeah, that's a skull. Oh god! Don't open the mouth. Don't open the mouth.
Then the family crowds in, eager to get photos of their loved one once again.
It's a magic inside. It's just old night, I can tell you.
Money.
I was gonna say, I don't think the dead will give you money.
With a few laughs, they try and put their great-grandfather back
My
together.
grandfather. And there we get a lot of diseases because they're touching the dead and touching a lot of stuff. I'm getting a lot of infections. This guy's smoking. He's just holding the skull.
This is a day of joy for the family. I try to keep smiling, but sometimes it's tough.
Yeah, it would be. Really? The guy's putting sunglasses on, so it's like, oh yeah, I've got sunnies on while I'm dead. Yeah.
That's probably why they buried him.
I just can't handle that. You can't even see the eye sockets. Yeah. The jaw's been ripped off.
Yeah, you can see the facial.
When they opened this coffin here, one of the ladies came over to me, grabbed me by the arm, and pulled me closer and said, "This is my father." And she had a huge smile on her face, and she wanted me to capture the moment on film because she has not seen her father since he passed away so long ago. That summarizes the feelings here at the Menene today: happiness, joy, and the reunion of family members you haven't seen in a very long time.
I travel to collect pieces for a lens, one to see this world through. These pieces are beliefs, views, and experiences, ways to live life, and ways to view death.
Oh,
Whose view on death is right?
those are actually
Whose is
hooks
wrong?
going through his back.
Is this strange, weird, gross? What do these words even mean but a shallow reflection of our inability to see beyond our own beliefs, our lens? I had to break my own lens and pick up a mosaic of pieces from different places to see where I fit in this world. Death doesn't have to be something we hide from. It can be embraced, accepted, and celebrated.
Ooh,
There are ways to fill our hearts with love when all we feel is pain. These are the answers that I found in Tanah Touraya, the land of the dead.
Damn.
That is a very gloomy thing.
They get into Marguerite Corey.
It's like manure. Just as manure first.
I reckon, out of that, like the guy said, I reckon it's weird, it's gross. I would want to vomit every time I look at someone like that. I don't know what else. What do you think? Get off your phone.
It's definitely strange, but it's what they do. It's how they live. Honestly, if you were living there as part of their people, you wouldn't see a problem with it. But because we're outsiders being introduced to it, we see
Everything as just weird and gross and disgusting and just like horrible. I mean, reality is it would be. But like, if you have a culture like that, then yeah. How would... I want to ask a question. How would such a culture cope if we lived on a different planet? Like, say, because it's gonna happen. Eventually, all of us will have to move to a different planet. Like, I don't know, thousands of years later, what would happen to all these cultures? Let me know in the comments down below what you guys would think would happen if we went into, like, if we had to move to a different planet like Mars, for example, what if we had to live there, or something like that. Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.